Bro, guys, I don't know why my lighting does me like this, but for some reason, it makes it look like, oh shoot, look, makes it look like this eye is droopy because of the lighting. But I swear I don't. I'm about to tweak, bro. This is why I hate recording videos, guys. So today is October 18th, 2025 at 11:39 p.m. Pretty late. I meant to do this earlier, but I kind of got busy. I know busy for the Bible is kind of crazy, but I also just realized I got this for on the recording. But anyways, this is my first video relating to the Bible, and I kind of just want to read the Bible and put like my questions, how I interpret things into videos. So that's what I'm doing. Not really sure about how I'm going to format this and going forth, but the goal is to upload a video every Sunday. Mostly not even just to like make a video about it, but well, that's important to me too, but also just to hold myself accountable so then when I don't upload on a Sunday, you guys know I didn't read the Bible. But yeah, it's not gonna be me reading the Bible that's gonna be recorded and posted. It's just gonna be like my thoughts, my opinions, the way I interpret things, and any questions I got. Um, I'm definitely gonna misinterpret some things, but it's just my opinion. Nothing I say is guaranteed. Most of it will probably be wrong because everybody interprets it differently. But I just wanted to kind of do this. So feel free to read the same things I do or ask questions. I'll do my best to answer. But yeah, I've never really like I've listened to the Bible at work. Like I'll put my headphones in and I'll listen to it, but I've never really like been locked in for real. I'm trying to do that, and also I've read the Bible like physically, but I've never like made a goal to read all the Bible, and that's the goal. And I'm gonna upload all of that, and it's from front to back, and then I'll start over and do it like in some type of order. I'm not really sure what type of order you're supposed to do it, but I know you're not supposed to. I don't know. But first, we're doing front to back for sure. But also, the guy that gave me the Bible gave me a study Bible. Where is it? This right here. And also, he told me to read something in Psalms. So I'm going to read that today for the first one, and then I'll start at the front. And then I also want to shout out Brett. He's been helping me on my Bible grind and my path with God for real. So shout out him. Probably wouldn't be as locked in. Probably wouldn't be going to church without solely Brett. So big ups to him. He even takes me to church every day, which is awesome. We go to church together, which is awesome. Love him. Shout out Brett. I love you, bro. Um, all right, now we're going to look at the daily verse through the Bible app, and I'll pop that up on screen just to look at it, you know. So I'm getting this verse of the day from verseoftheday.com, pretty straightforward. And according to them, the verse of the day is a righteous man may have many troubles, but the Lord delivers him from them all. He protects all his bones, not one of them will be broken. And that's Psalms 34, 19, 20. And to me, that means that, not even looking at the thoughts yet, to me, that means that no matter what, in the end, God will triumph. And through him, you'll be protected, even in death. And no matter what, God will protect you. Yeah, so basically, their thoughts in summary pretty much say what I said, that Paul demonstrates the answer. He was confident that whatever happened to him would turn out his deliverance. So basically, in the end, he trusted in God, and no matter what, it's all according to God's plan. And you just gotta trust in God for real, no matter what. Okay, so now I'm gonna read out this Bible for the first time. This is what it looks like. It's pretty cool, pretty oracle, honestly. That's what it is. It's pretty cool. Um, so I'm gonna be reading. Hold on, he wrote me a note in the book. So let's see what he said. He said, "Sin will keep you from this book, or this book will keep you from sin." And hopefully, this book keeps me from sin. And he said, "Please read Psalms 3, 5 through 7, plus Psalms 37." So that's what we're gonna be reading today. Shout out Dwight. All right, so I'm gonna read that. You can read that too. And then there's gonna be like bits and pieces of me asking questions. I might not ask any questions, and I might just do a review after. I'm not sure yet. I haven't read it, so I'll see you there. Okay, guys, so after church today on October 19th, 2025, I realized that I read the Bible wrong. Embarrassing, I know. But it's not, it's kind of, you kind of got to give me a break because the reason I read it wrong was because, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, because it gives me like summaries at the bottom. So I read the summaries for Psalms 5 through 7 instead of reading the actual song pages, the actual I'm supposed to be reading. So this is like after I already made the video, so I'm gonna have to go back and correct that. So in between when I talk about the summary, I'm gonna put me reading the actual thing. So yeah. Psalms 5. I lay down and slept. I woke again, for the Lord sustained me. Psalm 6. I will not be afraid of many thousands of people who have set themselves against me all around. Psalm 7. Arise, O Lord, save me, O my God. For you strike all my enemies on the cheek, you break the teeth of the wicked. Okay, so I wasn't sure what he wanted me to read. I assumed it would be like a couple like paragraphs or something. But it's actually just like a sentence. And Psalms 3:5 is I lay down and slept. The psalmist is able to sleep in the war camp, though the enemy surrounds him. And I'm gonna keep it look. I reread it a couple times, and I'm a little confused. But what I think it means is that he was able to sleep even though the enemy was around him, and he wasn't worried. And you could interpret it as he was trusting in God, or you could also put it as he was trusting of the people around him, even though they were the enemy, and he was showing not really mercy is the word, but like fairness or like the benefit of the doubt, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I'm probably wrong, but that's just how I read it. So let me know if you agree. Okay, and then Psalm. Oh, I was supposed to read Psalm 3:5 and then through 3:7 it says, but like that's what it said, right? Yeah, 5 through 7. But I literally can't find 6. It just says 5 and then 7. So I don't know if 6 got banished or what. But 7, I'm just reading it now. Like you're getting a live reading. Arise. The expression is typical of Psalm's son at the beginning of war. Arise. Sung at the beginning of war. Okay, so I'm a little confused. I'm new to this stuff. To me, that means like be brave, maybe, or have courage, something along that line. Again, I'm not too sure. I'm really struggling right now, guys. Stuff's confusing to me. It's going right over my head, but I'm trying. And then he wants me to read all of Psalms 37, so I'm gonna do that now. Okay, so immediately into Psalms 37, says, fret not yourself because of evildoers, be not envious of wrongdoers, for they soon will fade like the grass and wither like the green herb. So to me, that means that they're going down a dark path and they're going to end up on a worse path. Well, they're already on a worse path, but they're going to end up worse off than someone who follows the right path. And somehow, if that means going downwards, the heck, and that it could mean that too, but it could also just mean that they'll get their karma, they'll be punished accordingly, and like they're taking the short path, but the long path is a better path, and so do not be concerned with them because they're going to do worse things and go to a worse place. And then on Psalms 37:4, it's actually underlined by Dwight, I would assume. It says, delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. So, like I was just saying, how the good path is the longer, harder, but it's the good path, and you end up better off at the end. And the true desires in your heart and what you really need, you'll get through the good path and not through the bad path. And then Psalms 37:7. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not yourself over the one who prospers in his way, over the man who carries out evil devices. which is again that good path and dark path, bad path. Just got to be patient. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Just work on you and follow that path to God. Okay, and then Psalms 37, 14 through 15. It says, the wicked draw their swords and bend their bows to bring down the poor and needy, to slay those whose way is upright. Their sword shall enter their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. Which to me is the people that are on the bad path will try to sway the good people off the good path onto their side, and they'll take up arms against them, and they'll try to convince them to join the dark side per se. And by doing that, they're stabbing themselves in the back, and they're hurting themselves, and just going further down that dark path. In my opinion, that's what it means. All right, so I'm on Psalms 29, and I'm not mentioning anything specific, but just throughout, like just Psalm 16 to 29, it's just kind of talking about how the people that are doing good will inherit the land, which to me means either go to heaven or heaven on earth. And the people, it says the people on the dark path will be cut off because they'll go downwards. So, all right, so I just finished Psalms 37, and basically what I got from it was just trust in God, follow the path to God, don't follow the bad path, and don't let them convince you. In my opinion, that's what it means. It's all about paths on that one, on that verse. So yeah, usually I'll be reading more, but I just got that special recommendation to read that, and it's 12. So, but next time I'll read more. This time was just an exception. But yeah, next Sunday I'll start from the front. So let me know if you guys got any suggestions on what I should read or anything like that. Yep. Love you guys. Pray to God. And make sure you pray tonight.